A little bit lost there, guys. Apparently my mic is a bit too loud today, so hopefully you guys can hear me clearly now. Let me just do a quick test here by myself. Seems like everything is... That sounds perfect now. Okay, welcome to F2 Synergy for the 4th round in Monaco. As you can see from the map there, very beautiful circuit, very classic circuit as well, very historic, lot like rich in history and stuff. Not the favorite to drive on for most of these drivers today, but they'll be looking to do well today. So just a little tribute to Andy Murray today. We will do a little moment of silence for him with a little tribute video. So just to say thanks to Andy Murray. So here we go.
Those that can, do, and those that can't, talk about it.
Hello, I'm Murray Walker.
It's over the line together, and it's almost a dead heat. It's Jackie Stewart.
Ernie, it's some 17 years since you bought McLaren. You've had some good times and you've had some bad times. What do you remember best?
I don't remember buying McLaren.
Well, hello and welcome to the Frozen South. And let me say straight away that it's practically a miracle that this meeting is on.
This is round 14 of the 16 Race World Championship and the end of the European season.
Now, for real spectacular driving, watch this. And nearly that's it. There's a big body job to be done.
Now he's getting aboard, and now that's it. That's it. Bang, bang, and off. Oh, dear.
Senna is up to third.
Right, brilliant. Couple of corners by Ayrton Senna.
So that's it for 1998.
You've got an enormous bump on your head. Can you let them see it?
I don't know earlier.
Right up there. Oh, I'm sorry.
We're out of control. We can't stop. Now, as the race starts, my regrets, we must leave Brands Hatch. Join us again at 4:45.
And there we go, guys. Andy Murray, may his soul rest in peace. Very iconic voice in F1. He will be missed. But moving on, we are in Monaco today and just going through the teams quickly as we wait for the grid to start up before we also do the track bird's eye view of Monaco. So moving on to Prima. We have Sharon Kachuk and Rabbi Melko sitting in the Prima Racing team. They'll be looking to do well. 4 starts for them. Very consistent drivers in the league, shall we say. Sharon getting his first points for Red Bull Racing yesterday in the F1 League, so he'll be one to watch out today. Maybe full of confidence after that. Not very easy to score points in our F1 Synergy League, and he managed to get 10th and in Monaco, so that's very impressive from him. Going on to Universitoso, we have Elliot Reed and Carl. Amazing team. They work so well together. Hopefully they'll be doing well to do the same for their team today. They'll be fighting for the Constructors Championship there. As we go on to Carling now, we have Jordan Tolmay and Noah joining there. I'm not sure if Noah is in the lobby today. He will be looking Jordan is basically carrying the team there. He's sitting first comfortably as we go into the team standings just now. So we're just waiting to see who joins the lobby. Everyone's getting their last minute preparations ready. So we'll see. As I can see 50 drivers on the grid so far. That's fantastic. Looking at high tech at the moment, we have Reese Russell and Bernard Rayner. I don't think Bernard will be joining us today, but he does drive in the F1 Synergy League, so Reese will have to carry the high tech team there. Going on to ART Grand Prix, we have Matthew Smith, who won't be joining us today, I do believe. We'll just have to see how that goes. Nikolaj is in the lobby today. Welcome him back into the league. He was busy last week, so he'll be willing to get a good result and to get into the F1 league. MP Motorsports now. We have Peter Ma and Gracic today sitting in the car. They should be in the lobby, I do believe. Let me just have a look here. The drivers will be starting on the dot today. Yes, it seems like Connor. I think we're just missing Peter now. So I'm not sure if he'll be joining us today. We'll send him a message as we go through the bird's eye view. The Charles Racing Team. We have Jaka Rosnic and Harvey Cummings leading there. They're both on the grid, so that's fantastic to see. So let's cheer them on today. Very consistent driving, especially from Harvey. Jaka has impressed me with his very aggressive attacking towards other drivers. He's very quick as well. He really likes to get stuck in there. Harvey being more consistent, likes to see what the pack does in front and kind of pounces on their misfortune, and it's been doing quite well for him in the league. Going on to Dams, we have Connor Bergstrom and Joe Utterberg. Very fast drivers as well, very evenly paced and matched, so they'll be doing well to get that Dams car into the points again. Going on to Campos Racing, we have Alexander Kim and Lee Pink. I don't think Lee Pink will be here today, but Alexander Kim, who is heading up the Campos Racing team there, will be trying to do quite well for his team. He did well in the F1 Synergy League yesterday, grabbing some points for the Williams team, who are struggling at the moment. Going on to HWA Race Labs, we have Mandich and Andrei Sandberg, very impressive drivers, as you can see from the stats at the below there. Mandich doing quite well in the F2 series, looking to get into the F1 series. Looking at the drivers' standings, we have Jordan Tolmay at the top. Will anyone catch him? Well, we'll have to see. Maybe if he DNFs, it might happen, but he is really rapid. But Elliot Reed, who's been fighting Gideon in 1 or 2 races in the F1 Synergy League, also a rapid driver, looking to do well in the F2 series to get into the F1 series here. Mandich also sitting in 3rd there, very impressive driver. I like his defending style. He likes, I wouldn't say he parks the bus, but he knows where to place that car. Looking at Carl today, also in the Universitoso with Elliot Reed, doing quite well to be sitting in 4th there. Maybe just a little bad luck for him, but he does quite well to keep up with the rest of the pack. I think it's just that sprint race that gets to him quite often. Alexander Kim in 6th, Anderson in 7th, Peter Marr in 8th. 9th is Matthew Smith. I don't think he'll be joining us today, sadly. He's been having internet connections, but hopefully they'll be back. And that is most of your drivers there. I would go through all of them, but time is ticking for me while we wait for these drivers to ready up. I think Sharon is doing the team briefings at the moment, so he'll be looking to that. Looking at the constructors, as we could see, Carling leading quite comfortably with 129 points, but Universitoso right on their tail. Like I said, they work well as a team together, and they're impressing us quite well of how well they stick together and pull each other along. ART Grand Prix with 56 in 3rd, HWA Race Labs 52, Charles Racing System 52 as well. Looks like it's a fight for 3rd there, as we can see how close they are. Dams team with 40, Campos with 36, MP Motorsports 29, High Tech Racing 9, Pima Racing 5. So that is our roundup there for the constructors. So let's go into the track guide for today. Are you guys ready? Keep forgetting
Scotty, you're great.
to change my microphone, and now it's loud for some reason. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. And properties, headphones. Yeah, it seems like it's all good. And welcome, we're back, and joining us in the commentary booth, we have Anthony, Barbara, and Bailey. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you guys excited for this F2 series? We got 14 people on the grid, and it's a classic circuit. Tell us, Anthony, how was your race yesterday on this circuit?
Yep, it was hard, obviously. It's hard to concentrate. I mean, yeah, you have to keep your concentration up, and if you lose it, yeah, you're sandwiched in the wall, basically.
Sandwich, that's the right words to say. Hey? And especially with these F2 cars, there is a lot of understeer, shall we say. So it's quite hectic for these drivers coming into this race.
I've never driven the F2 cars around here, so yeah.
So perfect.
I
But
think
it
must be hard.
What will you be looking to see from these drivers?
Yep. Concentration is key, I think, around here. And yeah, if we do get multiple safety cars, which I think we will get, you have to be in the best place at the best time.
That is true. That is true. As we are on board
to make your pit stops, and also you have to be on the best tire.
Well, definitely. It seems like they've only got 2 tire choices for today, as we see Kim missing his braking point there completely, going through that chicane. Obviously getting used to the track here, as we see him just flying around, trying to get a little feel for the track. Interesting enough. So with the F2 guys, they do not have tire warmers before they go out. I don't know if you guys know that.
No, the F2 cars, they don't have it.
No, they don't have tire warmers, so they have to completely warm the tires themselves.
Yeah, definitely. So they're gonna have to warm up the tires before they start their hot lap. So it's very crucial for them, as we're on board with Andre Sandberg sitting in the HWA race lap, flying up this straight over here into the casino area. It looks very clean so far, very in control of his F2 cars, shall we say. Who are your predictions for today, guys? Any predictions, Bailey or Anthony?
I'm trying to see.
I would probably say, I don't want to say, but Jordan will probably win. I would love to see Elliot and Reed on top of one of them.
Yeah,
I think Elliot P1, Jordan P2, and
I believe in Alexander Kim to move.
P3, I don't know actually.
Yeah, so we're on board with Andre, but he invalidates his lap early on the lap. I have no idea where he did that, but he'll probably be going out for another flying lap. These cars do have about 2 laps of fuel on board to get around, but then they're gonna have to limp back to the garage, as we're on board with Joe at the moment, trying to set a fast lap. Joe has been very impressive to me so far, Bailey. I'm not sure if you've been paying attention to him, but he is quite a very aggressive driver, and I like that kind of style from him.
This is the first time I've seen him race.
Oh yeah, you weren't with me in the previous F2. He did quite well, fighting in those top positions. I think he was just overly aggressive going into some of the corners and whatnot, but it seems hopefully he's calmed it down a little bit, as we see Reese Russell getting the fastest lap of a 125.845 at the moment. So I'm going on board with Joe, who goes fastest with a 120.77
Sefton?
Literally 777. On board with Albi now, so his real name is actually Ofek Albaz, making his debut in the F2 series, going really wide in that casino corner, but looks like it was all planned as we see Peter Maher joining in on F1 at the moment, seeing if he's going to probably get in there. As we see Synergy Omega on the chat there, giving his predictions of Elliott, Carl in the top 3. Seems most likely. Carl and Elliott have been very rapid in this series so far. Good team to be cheering on. They're very consistent, and to be honest, one of the better teams to work as a team together. So they'll be looking to be quite well. They are actually sitting currently second in the Constructor Championship behind Carlin. But, Reese has retired from the session. Seems like, his car is right in the middle of the track there.
Damn.
Unfortunately for him, how crucial is track position here for you guys?
Very crucial.
Yep, it's key here.
Yeah, especially if you get first, you basically win the race if you get first.
So at the moment, Joe has first with his teammate Connor Bergstrom sitting in second. Let's see what Connor is up to here. I think he's ran out of fuel and is limping back to the garage, so to speak. And we're on board with... Yeah, sorry?
Yeah, Harvey's on a hot lap.
Let's go on board with Harvey at the
He's on the
moment.
soft.
You've raced with Harvey in the F1 Synergy. Has he ever gotten close to you? Have you ever raced against him? Well, he set the fastest first sector, I do believe.
Yeah, he does. I've never raced against him. He's always filled my spot in when I can't make it.
I do believe he is in your team as Reese Russell joins the session, but he is DNF'd from the session after that big crash. We just caught a little glimpse of his car sitting in the middle there. Seems like it has been retrieved and put back into the pits. So as we're on board with Elliott now, setting a scorcher of a lap, but he invalidates his time there, unfortunately for Harvey there, after pulling the fastest first sector there. As we go on board with the leading driver of the championship, but he also invalidates his lap. He said he was struggling earlier on with the car. As we see Nikolaj also on a hot lap now, going through the sequence of chicanes there, but he hits the wall just a little bit, but he carries on, going through the pool area now soon. Very clean lap from him so far. I do believe... and he invalidates. Unfortunate for Nikolaj. It seems like a lot of these drivers are struggling at the moment. Do you think, obviously, track... how do I say it now?
Track limits?
No, not track limits, but... you know when the track develops over time? I'm a bit slow.
Track evolution?
There we go. You think they're just waiting for track evolution to kick in so they can get a bit more grip from the track itself?
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like a lot of people have gone for the soft option, so maybe just get used to the track and they'll do super softs at the end.
Yeah, it definitely is. Harvey Cummings has spun there in the last corner. I don't know if he's getting out the way now, so to speak. It does seem like it. Just trying to find out who is... there's another spinner on the second time. Kevin.
He's about to start his hot lap.
Let's go on board with Kevin Schotter now, who is new to the F2 League. Welcome on board to Kevin now, driving the Marcus Armstrong car there. As we can see my surname painted all over the car.
It's the one good thing you have, mate.
Exactly. I do not own the team, unfortunately. I do not have that much money, but so to speak.
He just made it more, man.
As we see, Mars is also on the YouTube stream there. Welcome, Mars. And Kevin also on the stream there, but I do believe he's driving now, so he won't be listening to me. We're on board with Kevin at the moment, coming through the casino area, missing that bump there. He does set the fastest fast sector. I have driven with Kevin in the other leagues, so to speak, such as ASRL and Start Racing. Very impressive driver to me. Very clean, knows how to drive. And he's proving the boys wrong at the moment here. Hopefully he'll be one to look out for in the league.
I've just noticed Carl sets the fastest Sector 1 as well.
Oh, so people are improving in his time. There is a little lock up there from Kevin at the moment, flying down the straight here into this very tight left-hander, going up to the pool section here. Keeping it nice and tight there. Very clean drive for him so far. A little lock up there. Oh, very tight there.
He just made the corner.
What does he get here? That puts him in P1 with a 120.493. Very impressive time from him so far. So we go on board with Carl now.
He invalidated.
Oh, unfortunately for him. We see Alexander Kim out on his lap, so to speak. Big lock up there and invalidates there. Unfortunately from Alexander Kim. I also want to give a big shout out to everyone on the Discord for getting this league back up and running. You guys are fantastic, especially thanks to Bailey and stuff like that. You guys really warmed my heart after these last few days. So, who else is on a hot lap, so to speak, shall we say? A lot of people still in the pits. You think they're waiting for the track evolution? Maybe seeing how the times line up first.
Kim just started a fastest lap, but it looks like he's got a car in his way.
Let's see here.
I think they are probably waiting for the track to be more faster, so they can put their times on the softs. I think the softs are the better tire to start rather than the ultra softs.
Yeah, as we see Kim go into the wall there and losing his front end plate there, clearly struggling on this track. Ooh, so we have a spinner there that looks like we see.
No, he just.
Oh, Peter Mar goes into the wall there as well. Seems like he still has his front end plate, so that shouldn't harm him so much, but definitely slows down his time there.
Carl goes quickest with 119.4.
Oh my gosh, that's about a second faster than Kevin over there. He's definitely putting in the work right now. Still quite a few people to put in the time, such as Elliot Reed, Anderson, who's out on a hot lap. So is Jordan Toll out lap. Yeah, Jordan Tolmay also out. We're on board with Graccic at the moment, who puts in the fastest second sectors, I think, if I was correct there, or maybe I was mistaken. I just saw a purple light line on my map there. Coming around the last few corners here, activating his DRS. Where does this put Graccic? Up into P10. Well done, Graccic, with a 126.5. Nikolaj Anderson gets out the way, on board with our leader of the series and validating his lap again. We're on board with Harvey Cummings now.
I feel like this might help other people with Jordan struggling.
Yeah,
especially Monaco.
Definitely, but these cars aren't as wide as the F1 cars. Do you think it'll be a problem to overtake, or will this be more easier for the drivers to overtake?
You never know what's going to happen, especially like when you go into a corner. The car next to you could oversteer or understeer. You can do anything really.
Yeah, definitely. As me and Bailey were predicting yesterday, Anthony, that we actually wanted the drivers to pull a Charles Leclerc or a Max Verstappen on each other.
We thought it was going to happen with Elliot Reed on the last corner, last lap.
Clearly didn't happen, as we see Andy Sandberg getting the fastest sector 2 at the moment, sitting and he invalidates again, unfortunately for him. People really struggling with the track limits today, unfortunately, but he's still going to finish his lap anyways. We'll look at the sector times to see what he gets. It is a 121.761, but obviously invalidating, so he will not get his time in. Ofek at the moment sitting as Mandage has joined the session, so to speak. So welcome, Mandage. On board with
Elliot is about to start his lap.
Sorry?
Elliot Reed, who's sitting second in the championship, is definitely going to look to make a mark. So we have Ofek at the moment, and Elliot Reed on a fast lap at the moment, as we see Ofek making the first purple sector go up. Let's go on board with Elliot at the moment. Does he manage to make it better?
He's flying. He probably would have gone.
Ooh, as he does get purple first sector, as we go on board with Ofek again, going through the underbridge, so to speak. Seems like Reese Russell is having connection problems there. Maybe he's trying to get the last few seconds of practice. Oh, as he joins the game up again.
Did Effect get a faster sector too?
No, he did not, unfortunately. Let's go on board with Elliot and see if he's gonna get the fastest sector, second sector there.
He's flying, that's what he is.
He does get... Trying to see where he is. It doesn't seem like he got the fastest second sector, as we see Ofek at the moment pull in a 122.657. Let's see what Elliot pulls out over here. What time does Elliot get over here? Is he going to break the leaderboard? And he goes for a 119.433, about 3/10 quicker than his teammate. A little backstep there, but he's made the job count now. So Jordan told me with a 120.262. Didn't even notice that.
But he's just in the fastest sector 1 as well.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go on board with Jordan Tolmay, who's our leading championship.
Yeah, he's also on the softs, yeah.
Geez, so he's so...
That puts him in a very good spot.
Definitely. I do believe in F2 you get a free tire choice in terms of when you start the race, so...
Yeah, you do.
The drivers get to choose either between the soft compound or the softer compound, so... Jordan pulls the fastest second sector as well, coming through the last few corners, coming up to that pitch entry. It's quite a few tight sections here for the driver. Very clean there, activating the DRS. This looks like a very good time for Jordan, so to speak, right now. Where does that put Jordan? Still in P3 with a 120.064. A very good time there from Jordan, so to speak, as we see the leaderboard right now. Carl is sitting in first with Elliot Reed. Carl could have... Am I mistaken here? Oh, I was actually mistaken here.
Jordan spun.
Oh no. Sitting in the middle of the road there. Hopefully it doesn't get in. Ooh, as we see another car spin out at the back of him, unfortunately. Luckily, ghosting is on for these drivers, so that just helps them a little bit through this section here.
Harvey Cummins has come around the last corner.
Still yet to...
DRS. I don't know if he's on a lap or what.
That puts him up into P6. Well done to Harvey there. Still to set a time is Peter Marr, who invalidates his previous fast lap there, but seems like he's going to start it now. Nikolaj Anderson also coming through the bridge now, so let's go on board with these two and compare their times, so to speak, now. Very beautiful section over here, flying down that bridge. Does he invalidate? No, he keeps it out on track there as Mandage has left the session. I don't know if you want to help out Mandage there quickly, Bailey.
Yeah.
No worries, thank you. He's back in the session now. Oh, as we see Nikolaj Anderson getting the fastest sector 2 there, but still struggling to keep the car. That's definitely going to hurt his time, but he carries on driving. This looks like it's going to be a very impressive time here from Nikolaj. What will it be? It's a 120.457, sitting in 4th place there, jumping above his teammate Kevin right now. Who in the paddock right now is impressing you guys, so to speak?
Yeah, Carl is doing a fantastic job so far. He's almost 3/10 faster than his teammate. So yeah, but there's still 10 minutes to go, so we might see that change.
Anything could happen in this series. That's why it is the F2 series, as we see Mandich managing to get in the garage. We have 17 drivers in the field, guys, so this is going to turn out to be a very exciting F2 race here in Monaco today. Let's go on board to see who else is out of the lap. It seems like Rabbi is out of the session at the moment. I think he might have crashed. On board with Nikolaj Anderson now again. Looks like he's on a cool lap. Kevin, his teammate, out on the super softs right now. I do believe these are 18-inch wheels, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, they are.
Making it very understeery for the guys. Very difficult to drive, guys, so applaud these guys for taking part in this F2 series. It's a very tricky car to drive, as we're on board with
Mandich is also sorted.
It's Mandich out at the moment, as we see Mandich.
I think it's bugged, because for me it says Louis Delichas.
It says Mandich on my screen for some reason, so that should be good for then. At least we can see it is him.
Yeah.
See Peter and Mandich not managing to put in a time so far, but Mandich is out on his flying lap, so to speak. So is Kevin coming around, who's actually in front of him in terms of that. So we'll jump on board with Kevin coming through underneath the bridge here in the Monaco GP. Flying down into this tight hairpin, touching the curve just a little bit, trying to make the card as wide as possible to get enough turn in there to prepare for the exit. Very clean lap so far from Kevin, coming around that corner there, past the grandstands over there into the pool area. Very impressive there, managing, just jumping the car there on the curves, but that should be fine. Into this tight area there, locking up the brakes just a little bit. Very neat and tidy here from Kevin. What does Kevin get here? Puts him up into P3 with a 119.830.
Great lap.
Yeah, definitely. Let's go on board with Mandich as well. He's coming around the corner there. It seems like he invalidates his first time, so quite a few people in the pits at the moment. Jordan, Nikolaj, Joe, Harvey, Cotter and Ofek all on the pits. So far, Rabbi and Reese out of the session right now. Reese colliding into the wall there, which DNF'd his car, so he'll be back in the feature race. We've got a little surprise for you in terms of timing starts for the races, so it's going to be a very interesting one. Obviously,
Carl and Eddie are really pulling their weight.
Yeah, definitely working together as a team. I think they are deserving of a win, don't you think?
Definitely, they definitely need it.
So you're on board with Mandich now. Ooh, very nice clean corner there. Yeah, sorry, Anthony?
The problem is if they are too close to each other for the pit stops, I think that would be a problem.
Yes, that definitely is.
I think they'll sort it out. Yeah, I think they'll sort it out between them, hopefully.
Yeah, they're very good at communicating with each other there. But you do make a good point there. It does mess up the undercuts, so to speak. Would you go for a late pit stop or an early pit stop? Mandich sitting up into P10 right now. Very well done to him, joining the session late there. As we go on board with Peter, who invalidates his time again.
He's really not enjoying that F2 car, is he?
No, definitely not. But Peter, being one of the faster drivers in the league, looks like he's struggling at the moment in the F2 car. As we see Philippe in the chat there, asking what are the predictions for the race. Well, so far we're going for the Universal Torso boys, sitting in P1 and 2 at the moment. And Kevin, you should know him as you do this to me, is sitting comfortably in P3, making his debut race in F2, so Very impressive from him so far. As we're on board with Peter at the moment, trying to break that bad luck spell with invalidating his lap there, pushing really hard to make sure he can get that lap in. Very clean there, making sure he doesn't invalidate so far. Coming through these beautiful yachts here up to the pool area here in the Monaco GP. Sets the fastest second sector. Is this a very good lap, Peter, so far? Coming around the last pick, yeah, a little, very wide there, using the wall just to, and he dives into the pit.
He bails, yeah.
Unfortunately for him.
I think he should drive a bit more cautious, just to get a lap in.
I think he's getting annoyed. He's getting annoyed that he keeps invalidating. I think he just wants a good lap. I think.
Yeah, definitely, he does deserve it as well, though. After pulling those first two purple sectors.
It's best to get a banker first. I mean, in 30 minutes you can do it, of course.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
And then maybe give it all in the last lap and hope for the best.
Yeah, definitely is. Elliot goes had a delta of +1 there, so he didn't improve in his time. But as we're on board with Joe there, hitting the wall, unfortunately. Any thoughts on Sharon getting his first points for Red Bull Racing yesterday in the F1 League?
It did a good drive, to be honest. I think he was from like second last to 10th.
Yeah, exactly.
Did a good job for Red Bull.
Especially on a difficult track like this, starting your first ever Grand Prix. He runs super wide there. He did quite well just to have a clean race. As we see Sharon hit the wall there, but Alexander Kev has invalidated his lap, sitting in P13 at the moment. Alexander was explaining his tactic here in Monaco. He likes to start last on the grid, and he likes to start last on the grid and just make his way out from the back. Do you think that's a really good tactic from him, or?
I don't think so. I think
the same with a lot of car wouldn't damage.
He's trying to
especially
bet on,
lap 1.
Yeah, he's trying to bet on, maybe he's hoping for some drivers to maybe crash on the first lap, and so he can make up positions. But I don't think that's smart in this track.
Yeah,
because basically if they don't, you're screwed.
Yeah, definitely as well. As we see Jordan Tome go with the fastest lap of a 1:18.802.
Wow. Yeah, in the F1s, when I can, I like to go for the alternate strategy, if I can, obviously. But yeah, in Monaco, I didn't do that for sure. I mean, I didn't plan to do that.
Yeah.
Because I know that track position is key here, so I wanted to get up as high as possible.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Anthony sitting P2 in the Synergy F1 League. We do label him as one of the only guys in the league to always go for that alternate strategy. But you did quite well there, Anthony, eh? So
yeah, I mean, you have to be fast, obviously, on the alternate strategy, and you need to somehow keep up with the soft runners if you're starting on the mediums. So if they open a gap too fast, it's still going to be hard for the alternative strategy to work.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
You have to keep up with them, and as soon as they pit, you can go flat out, and if nothing happens, basically you're looking at a good position till the end.
Yeah, definitely. It's actually quite difficult because in the F1 game, most leagues run 18-minute qualifyings, and it's very crucial to get that first place, because I mean, you don't have those 3 qualifying sections to actually go for that alternate strategy, so it's quite hard to get track position in terms of that.
You have to wait for like maybe 10 minutes to go for the session, and maybe do an out lap, then a hot lap, slow down lap, then another hot lap, and then an in lap. So, and then just get the softs ready when you go in the garage, and if you see your name trembling down, basically, you have to go out with the softs.
Yeah, definitely.
Or maybe start P11, which is the best.
P11, P11 is really good to start.
Yeah, definitely. Just on board with Conor Bergstrom. We haven't really talked about quite that much on the stream at the moment. We're on board with him right now. He's currently sitting in P9 with a 121.823. He's one of my favorites in the F2 leagues. I don't know if you noticed his driving style, but he sets the purple sector 2 there. But he's got quite a foot on the pedal kind of driving style. I don't know if you guys noticed, but he can like fling the car into the corners. It's quite impressive to see as we go on board with him at the moment, and that puts him up into P8 with a 121.343. Seems like everyone is kind of done as we're on board with Elliot Reed at the moment. Seems like he's out of petrol and making his way back to the pits. I think Nikolaj Anderson's the only one to still set a lap, but it looks like he's +9 on his Delta, so I don't think he will be improving anytime soon here.
And Peter Martin not setting a lap time, eh?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely going to hurt him there. Probably going for the Alexander Kim strategy. Exactly. Just be like that, guys.
This is the grid then, eh?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm done.
Yep, all good, mate. Do you want to run down the order, Anthony?
Yep, so P1 we have Jordan Tolmay, P2 we have Carl
You can just say that first time, you good.
Yeah, okay, that's better. P4 Kevin, P5 Andre, P6 Nikolai, P7 oh, okay.
Well, it disappeared there.
We'll read through. We'll read through afterwards.
Well, guys, that was qualifying done. Please let us know on the stream who your favorite driver, who do you think is going to win the feature race, as we're going into the feature race right now, which is being held in the day now. I think we did choose one of the races to be a night races, I do believe. I think that will be the sprint race. As we see Ruan on the chat there saying, go Mandich and Andre, make BWT proud. So it's hopefully they do score points for their teams today, so they'll be Ruan will be supporting them there, as we see the no smoking sign on my screen there. 4 more seconds. Everyone's just obviously choosing their setups now. Well, the race strategy, shall we say. That seems like everyone is ready there for the formation lap. We did have a little desync yesterday. Hopefully that doesn't happen in the league today, as we see some people already struggling to get off the line there.
Yeah.
So
it's
just
hard to get going on cold tires.
Yeah, definitely. This formation lap is crucial for them. Such a beautiful sight to see these F2 cars come up the line here. Do you want to run us down the order there, Anthony?
Okay, so P1 Jordan, P2 Carl, P3 Elliot, P4 Kevin. Starting in P5 it's Andre, then Nikolai in P6, P7. I don't pronounce his name.
Joe Atterberg.
Okay. Yeah, okay. P8 Connor, P9 Harvey, P10 Mandich, I think. Yeah. P11 Ofek. So many strange names, man.
Sorry, it took us a while to get used to it as well.
P12 Sharon, P13 Alexander, P14 Rabi, P15 Russell, 16
Crash Stitch.
oh, okay, you said it. And the last place it's Peter.
Yeah, so that rounds up the grid, and we can see the drivers are slowly approaching back up to the grid right now, still on the formation lap, so to speak, right now. Hopefully they have warmed the tires. Interestingly enough, I see Carl is on the ultra softs while Elliot is on the soft tires, so that's interesting to see. Obviously, we were discussing it earlier whether they were going to be on the same strategy, but it seems like they worked it out quite well now. Obviously, going alternate strategies there, that way they don't get mixed up in the pits. So that's a very good call from both of them there.
Scotty, both of them are super soft. Sorry.
Really? I clearly was wrong there.
Yeah. they're the only two people on the grid that are super softs.
As we have 5 red lights now, and we are off, and it seems like everyone got away quite safely there. Quite a few people ghosting there. It seems like they have desync, but Jordan Tolmay gets away quite nicely along with Elliot Reed. Why is there? Ooh, as we see a little bit of carnage at the back there. Yellow flags in Sector 1. We hope everyone's alright. It looks like the BWT of one of either Andre Sandberg or anything. It doesn't... Was that? Oh no, but it seems like he's still up as our leaderboard goes crazy there. Sorry guys, a little bug in the thing there, but it seems like Elliot actually Carl is busy chasing down Jordan Tolmay now, who is on the harder compounds there. It seems like Elliot Reed had a terrible start there.
He has a penalty as well.
Oh no. Ooh.
It's 5 second time penalty.
That was a quick one already there from Jordan. 50% race here, guys, for the feature race. We have 21 laps. I don't know if it's right, but it seems like my lap board is on lap 2, so to speak, so...
Oh yeah, same here.
Yeah, it's quite strange now, so... but we'll let the race run so long. Seems like everyone got away relatively cleanly there.
Peter Margent's from last to 12th in the first lap.
Doing quite well, pushing his way up. As Jordan Tolmay gets the fastest lap, but guaranteed he is out in first, so to speak, though. It looks like there's a little gap forming between Joe and Ofik now. Seems like this is... Oh, as they get a little punt towards the back there, and Andre Sandberg. Unfortunately for Andre Sandberg, dropping him down the order for HWT race laps there. Yellow flags in Sector 1. The boys still have a lot of laps to make up right now, but so far as we speak, we have Jordan Tolmay first, Carl in second, Elliot Reed in third, Kevin, who's making his debut for the Synergy League in fourth, but struggling to keep up with the front three there.
I think if I were Carl or Elliot, I think I would have let Elliot pass, and maybe he can challenge Jordan, and maybe he can also open a gap, but it seems like they are not doing it right now.
Yeah,
it seems like Carl's quicker out of the both of them though.
Yeah, definitely. He's pulling quite a lot of gaps right now as we see the penalties rolling up now on the screen. There are quite a few people like Alexander Kim getting penalties. We're on board with Elliot at the moment. Let's see down the order just a little bit. Nikolaj Anderson doing quite well, sitting in P5 as Carl gets the fastest lap so far, but he is on the softer compound, so to speak. DRS is now activated for the drivers. It only activates on the pit straight, unfortunately, here in Monaco. I don't know if you can notice, but it seems like on the leaderboards, most of the teams are evenly matched in terms of their pace.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
He's on board with Nikolaj at the moment, flying down that really tricky hairpin there, coming up to the thingy there. It seems like the closest battle is between Jordan Tolmay and Carl at the moment, but there's also a little battle here between Joe and Connor as Mandich gets a 3-second time penalty.
Penalty started to tremble up.
Yeah, definitely. How difficult are the how easy is it to get a penalty here in Monaco?
I think it's a bit harder in the F2 cars though. I mean, for me yesterday in the F1 cars, I only got one warning, and yeah, basically I broke late and locked up, and the game gave me a warning.
Yeah, definitely. You see Jordan there cutting the corner quite blatantly there. It's going to be very crucial for these drivers not to rack up the warnings.
Yeah, if you get a penalty, basically you're screwed, because right now the pack is so close, and by the end of the race, if you get a penalty, you could be losing some places.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like Cotter and Joe swapped as well.
It looks like
Cotter was the driver.
Yeah, definitely. And Connor is hunting down Harvey Cummings now. They're both on the harder compound, so to speak. Quite a difficult track to get past here. If Harvey Cummings can keep his mentality strong here, he will just need to make sure that he keeps that car just in front, not making any mistakes. So let's jump on board with these guys and see how well it develops over time. There's a yellow flag in Sector 2. It looks like it's the likes of Gracic at the moment. It looks like he went... Or could have that been Sharon, most probably?
Yes, I believe it was Sharon.
Yeah, it looks like Harvey is now pulling a gap to Connor. Look like he's getting most out of those tires. As Jordan Tolmay gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah.
That's not going to help him in the end. Kim gets past LV. There's like another team call.
Yeah, it seems like it. This is gonna let Alexander Kim get some more fresh air to pull away. Maybe using Ofek using Alex to drag him along with that slipstream, but quite difficult to follow cars here as you get quite a gust of dirty air for the cars behind, making it hard to turn into the corners a bit more. As we see, there's a little switch at the bottom there. So Peter Marr goes down the order just a little bit more. You think Peter is struggling, so to speak?
It looked like he had to go into the pits for a front wing change.
Yeah, so he is struggling. Luckily, the damage is set on reduced for these guys, so it's going to take it quite a bit of a bump to take off the front wing. The yellow flag in Sector 1, who could it be? It looks like it's Peter as well, again, probably coming out of that pit there, struggling with the traction on these F2 cars.
Looks like Carl's keeping with Jordan.
Yeah, let's go on board with these guys though. It seems like he's screaming to get past Jordan over there. What's your tactic?
Elliot. Go on.
Oh no, sorry, as I just looked down the orders, I see Harvey Cummings is going into the pits for a wing change now.
It looks like Elliot Reed's dropping into Kevin now. The super softs are not working for him.
Yeah, definitely, as we go on board with them. Kevin being one of our newest entries into the league. Very clean driving from him so far, and he's on the harder compound of tire. So he's definitely got a faster stint within him as well.
Definitely.
Do you think Kevin has a good chance of getting a podium for the feature race?
Oh yeah, he has a very good chance. If especially with that penalty on Jordan, that'll probably help him as well.
Yeah, definitely. Just as we see Elliot Reed grabbing another time penalty.
He's not in the same race as he did in F1 yesterday, is he?
Yeah, as we go on board with Jordan at the moment, it seems like he's pulling quite a gap to Carl, so to speak. Carl dives into the pits now. Going on to those... Oh, Carl has to change his front wing now. This bumps up the likes of Anderson and Kevin now, putting them back into 3 and 4. Well done to the... I forgot what team this is. I think it's ART Grand Prix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, ART.
So that puts Carl back out into P9 now. Unfortunately for him, he's got a lot of work to do now.
He's gonna have to pit again because I don't think those softs will go to the end.
Yeah, we're on board with Mandic now, making his way up the pack now, getting a 3-second time penalty, but doing well after having a terrible start now.
Both BWT cars are having a great race.
Yeah, definitely.
Having trouble.
Oh, a little bit of a backstep there from Mandic though. Struggling, pushing the limits of the cars though. Sharon sitting in P10 again in the Monaco GP, obviously trying to keep it as clean as possible.
Yeah, Elliot is in deep trouble right now. He's on 8 seconds of penalties.
Ooh, let's go.
It's
Jordan Tolmay still going for a longer stint because he is on that harder compound.
Connor gets a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, definitely lots of these people struggling at the moment. Do you think Carl can go all the way on those harder compound of tires?
I don't think so.
Or he's definitely going to struggle if he tries to make it work.
Yeah. Elliot Reed's coming out of the pits now.
Like I said before, position is key. Track position is key. So if you can, if you can keep some speed till the end, I think it will be fine for him.
As we see, Mandic has got past Sharon over there, and I believe Harvey also made the overtake on Andre there. Oh, but Andre spun out, that's why.
Jordan Tomay's got another penalty.
Well, so to speak, if Kevin manages to keep his nose clean in this race, he could get P1 for the feature race.
Elliot is trying to overtake Alex right now. He's right on his gearbox.
Oh yeah, really close. He's going to do a Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Is he going to pull a Max Verstappen right now? Oh, it looks like he's keeping it clean at the moment. Does he? Oh, very close there.
So close. Yeah.
It looks like Carl got past LB as well.
Yeah, definitely. Both the Universitosa boys are obviously doing the switch because Carl got a bit of wing damage there, so he had to pit for a new wing, so he's going to have to make those tires last. As we see quite a few people go up the order as Nikolaj Anderson goes into the pit now. So can Carl get the move done here on Alexander now, but I don't think Alexander's going to make it easy for him. Oh, as he goes into the back of him a little bit, but managing to keep it there. But now they're going side by side up the straight here. Doesn't always go away. He makes the move down. Well done to Elliot, getting past Alexander Kim there.
Yeah. He had to make that move because Alex is on 8 laps old soft, super soft, sorry, and yeah. They wanted to.
He needs to get past him just to get closer to Jordan.
Yes, now Carl is lining up Alexander Kim for the move now, both on the harder compounds, but I do believe Carl is making the move already into the bridge there. Ooh, is a little bit of a touch there from the guys, but does he go to the back of him? Oh, there we go, and he makes the move done past Alexander Kim, and Carl's up to 6th now behind his teammate Elliot Reed. So definitely the boys making up for lost time here, hunting down Jordan Tolmay, who still needs to make a pit stop. Joe and Connor now up into P3 and 4, but still needing to make a pit stop, so to speak. This race is turning out to be quite an exciting one in terms of strategy now. So we'll have to see how it turns out at the end of the race.
Carl sets the fastest lap.
Pit stop. Did Carl set the fastest lap there? Just hold on, give me a second here, guys. Okay, that should be fine, sorry. Carl sets the fastest lap there. Shall we see what the fastest lap is at the moment as we're on board with Joe right now? Details, position change, stops, tires.
The fastest lap right now is a 1:20.8, and that is from Carl.
Very fantastic lap there from Carl.
Penalties is all over the shop.
I'm surprised with the amount of penalties. I mean,
very surprised.
Get some less penalties, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah, definitely.
they seem to be struggling.
Darren was one of the guys on the grid who was keeping his nose clean, but it seems like he picked up a time penalty at the moment, so... Even Kevin at the moment also got a time penalty, so everyone's struggling at the moment to keep their noses clean. Just had to put down my microphone voice there. Felt like it was a little bit too loud on stream as Carl gets the fastest lap again of a 120.767. Obviously dropping it like it's hot in that Universatoso car.
Elliot's let him past. He's realised how quick he is.
Yeah, definitely great team call there. Now, this is going to be quite a fight here. Connor is 20 seconds in front of at the back of Kevin at the moment, but Joe is getting hunted down by Carl and Elliot now. They're about 2 seconds behind him. Seems like this is the closest battle, so to speak. It seems like there is a little battle going on at the back here between Peter, Ofek, and Andre. Ofek gets past Rabbi there quite easily, though. You think Rabbi just let him go?
It looked like it.
Yeah, it seems like Peter now is on the back of Rabbi, so to speak now. Seems like Rabbi is struggling in that car, as Peter makes the dive on there, but manages to get out clean. Still has his front end plates there, so managing to get past Rabbi over there cleanly now.
There's a yellow flag for Alexander Kim. He's got no front wing.
Oh no, he's definitely gonna have to make his pit stop now.
Another 3-second penalty for Sharon.
Yep.
Seems like the penalties are dropping. It seems like Carl is up.
As well.
Oh no.
Kevin got one as well.
Seems like Carl is the only one in the race managing to keep his nose clean. Will this actually help him?
It probably will, yeah. Definitely help him.
This is another swap down the order here as Mandich gets past Sharon for P8. Now Mandich doing a great recovery drive after the beginning of his race there. It seems like he was hit by someone, but managing to get back up to P8.
He's always very good in the sprint race, I've noticed.
Yeah.
He always has his... he's always perfectly placed in the feature race to be well in the sprint race.
As we see Alexander Kim coming out the pit now, losing a few positions now.
Comes up behind Peter Pan on the super softs.
Yeah, definitely. So Alexander Kim is definitely going to have rapid times now. Going to have to make up a few positions.
Oh, Carl got past Joe as well. None of us noticed that.
Oh, nice. It took me a while there, but Joe going into the pits now to make his mandatory pit stop now. The guys do have to make a mandatory pit stop change onto a different set of tires as Elliot Reed.
He's changing his front wing as well.
20 seconds.
Oh yeah, he's changing his front wing as well.
Ooh, so little mistake there. Obviously costing him a little bit of time for a front wing change there.
I think probably that's why he came in so early.
Yeah, as we see Kevin at the moment making a great debut race. Looks like he is lapping the likes of, I do believe that is Alexander Kim. As we're on board with Jordan Tolmay at the moment, sitting in P1, still needing to make his pit stop. We have gone through 13 laps of this feature race, so to speak, right now. There's a little switch up at the bottom there between Andre Sandberg and Alexander Kim.
Carl's right on the back of Connor, by the way.
Ooh, it looks like this is going to be a heated battle at the moment now. On board with them as they both... Well, Connor still needs to make his pit stop, I do believe.
Yes. He's also missing his left end plate.
Ooh, that's definitely
right
gonna...
end plate, sorry.
It's definitely gonna make it harder for him, but he's got the likes of Carl up his back end now. He's definitely gonna want to get past him as soon as possible because he's holding him up for that lead.
Definitely.
We'll go on board with these guys battling it out now, coming up to this bash chicane now.
I think there's a window for Jordan to pit now if he wants to.
Yeah,
I think he
I don't think he would get held up.
he would come out ahead of Carl, probably ahead of Connor.
He has 2 seconds, 6.8 seconds, so I think it's better. Yeah, he's coming in.
Yeah, you think Carl's gonna make the move down into this hairpin here? It looks like he gets side by side with him and gets past him quite easily there.
He cuts the corner though.
Yeah, he got the corner there.
Yeah, but
he has to let him by, I think, no?
that seems like he gets past him anyways there, but I think he made the move down before he actually got past there, so Carl moves up into P3, so to speak, right now, doing quite well in the Universitosa team.
While that was happening, definitely. While that was happening, Mandic got past Joe up to P7. Looks like Joe's going back with him now.
I don't know if you guys noticed, but Kevin has jumped Jordan Tolmay for P1 now. So Jordan Tolmay going down.
Jordan came out behind. Oh.
Yeah, definitely. You think he maybe had a little bit of front wing damage, so he had to change his wing there?
Maybe. He is on the super sauce now though, so he's going really quick.
Yeah, definitely. As we see, the leaders are very close up together, at least a 1 second gap between them. There's a little battle at the back as well between Mandic and Joe and Harvey as well. Gracicic has left the session. It seems like he has crashed out. Going to be a very interesting battle here between Kevin and Carl. Oh, Carl spins out there, hitting the.
Yeah. I was about to mention if he stays in that position with that gap, he was looking to win the race, but.
But now this releases Jordan on Kevin now, who's going to be hunting down the likes of Kevin now, who's sitting in P1 now. Will Kevin be able to keep Jordan behind?
Jordan is also on 6 seconds penalties, and Kevin is on 3, so I don't think he's worrying too much about him.
Yeah, definitely.
Because eventually, if Jordan passes him, he needs to open a gap of 6 seconds.
He's gonna have to keep it behind there. He's doing quite well, but Jordan is closing up the gap on him, as so to speak. Kevin is on P1 right now with 3 seconds less time penalties.
Tires. Okay.
Do you want to give us a little?
Yeah.
40 old tires.
It's a huge ask, I think, for Jordan to take the win here.
Oh, it seems like Mandic is going in for a wing change.
And Sharon.
Definitely sad to see this. Will Kim come out in front of them now on the softer compound now, as we see a little bit of a change. Connor and Joe sitting in P6 and 7 now, doing quite well for their team. Nikolaj Anderson sitting in a lonely P5 at the moment. Seems like the closest battle on field, as we see some of the guys making pit stops at the moment, is the battle between Kevin and Jordan is hotting up, both on fresh new tires and on the faster compound.
Jordan sets the fastest lap.
Definitely. Do you think this is going to play into the mind of Kevin now, thinking I need to hurry up now?
I don't think he has to be too worried, because he does have a 3 second leading gap, especially with penalties.
Yeah, definitely, but he needs to either stay in front of Kevin at the moment, in front of Jordan though, or he needs to let him go and try to keep up to him. What would be the best tactic? I think staying in front of him and.
I think if Jordan is faster, I think if I was Kevin, I would try to keep him behind us for as long as possible. And then when he eventually passes, it would be hard for him to open a gap.
Yeah, definitely. As we go on board with Connor now, he's about 21 seconds behind Anderson now. Anderson doing a very clean and collective race, sitting at P5. As we see, there's a little swap here between the likes of Harvey coming in effect. As we see quite a few, as we see Andrew Sandberg has spun out and damaged his wing here. Unfortunately for him, he's going to have to make a pit stop now, or does he carry on? He does carry on. As we go on board here for the fight for first, it seems like Kevin is keeping Jordan at bay here, folks.
Carl can jump Jordan if he gets within those 6 seconds of Jordan.
He's 5 tenths short right now. We can close the gap.
As we have Philippe on the chat now, asking if we can show the penalties for the guys on the stream. There you go, Philippe. Carl being the only one in the top 3 without time penalties, and he's currently provisional P2, but he's got about a 10th gap before it goes for him, so he needs to make sure he stays within that gap to get that P2, but struggling a little bit, so to speak, but we're still on board with the front 2 runners here. Jordan keeping Kevin very busy here, very clean racing from the 2 of them. Looks like he goes into the back of him like a little bit. Ooh! That's very unfortunate. He does manage to hit him there, giving him front wing damage. That does seem like a very unfair move there from Jordan, though. He manages to carry on there. The stewards will definitely have to take a look into that. But
definitely.
Jordan goes up into P1 now, making his way through the pack now. As we go on board.
Struggling. To keep the car pointed.
Definitely. Would you stay out on track and just try keep that?
Yep, I will. Yeah, I would stay on track and try my best.
Yeah, definitely, because I mean you've only got a few laps to go, so it's very crucial to keep that track position there. But he's got the likes of Carl, who has no time penalties, so to speak, catching up to him.
Yeah, so Carl will be provisional second if he stays where he is.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if we look at it carefully, he might be provisional P1 actually.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah. Yes, he will be, yeah.
Jordan Tolmay gets another 3-second time penalty, and Kevin lets him through there. Kevin dropping.
It's definitely going to help Carl.
Yeah, definitely, as we see Kevin is struggling now to keep the car on track, and he dives into the pits. This is so unfortunate for Kevin, so to speak, but this bumps up Jordan, Carl, and Elliot into the pole positions.
Elliot Reed can jump Jordan Tolmay into it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
He needs to get him within a second.
Who is this Dr. Steph now?
The good thing for Jordan is that he's on the ultrasons, but I still don't think that he can open it.
Yeah,
I don't think he can.
I don't think he can.
Well, 20 laps gone here in this exciting feature race of F2 Synergy League. A lot of time penalties, so to speak, so far, but it looks like the leading drivers are Jordan Tolmay, Carl in second, and Elliot in third, but it seems like Jordan Tolmay's penalties will drop him down the order there. We just need to see what happens now. It seems like the closest battle out on track. It seems like everyone's mostly spread out now, waiting. This is a grueling track to drive, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
As we go,
it's hard, but it's fun.
As we are on board with Jordan Tolmay, who does have a little bit of wing damage, so to speak, as Kevin gets a 3-second time penalty, sitting in P5 after that unfortunate crash with.
He also still has front wing damage.
Yeah, definitely. He's got both end plates missing, so to speak, now. Nikolaj Anderson going into the pits on the last lap there. So the boys starting their last lap, so to speak, but it seems like Carl is just keeping up there as the switch between Kevin and Nikolaj now, as Nikolaj is in the pit. Will he get out in time of Connor? No, Connor does jump him into P5 now, with just Joe coming around the last few corners now. Does he manage to make it out in front of Nikolaj here, guys? A little bit of a showing here from most of the guys here so far. Unfortunate wing damages for some of the drivers, putting them down the order, but
So Jordan's going around last 3 corners, mate.
there we go then.
He will
Coming
go
up
down to P3, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Unfortunately for Jordan.
I think he will. I think he'll go down to P2.
He's on 9 seconds penalties, no?
Let's see where he finishes as he crosses the line, putting him in provisional P1. But as Carl crosses the line, does that give him P1? Well done to Carl, P1 with no time penalties. Elliot Reed crossing the line as well in P3, getting that last final podium position in the feature race. Now we have Kevin coming around the last few corners. Unfortunately was leading the race, but got tangled up with Jordan there, but doing quite well to keep it still on track to get that P4. But unfortunately Connor is about 2 seconds behind him, so that will drop him down the order there. Kevin crossing the line. Here comes Connor Bergstrom up into P4. There's a car out in the middle of the track there. I don't know if you guys saw that, as Nikolaj comes across the line now to finish at P6 there. Joe comes across the line in P7. Harvey Cummings coming around the last few corner there. Seems like his race is finished as the last few drivers have crossed the line. Rabbi Melko in P13, the last driver to make it around the last corner there. So as he crosses the line now to make it in P13. Well, that was the feature race, guys. Stick around, there's still a sprint race to go now. Driver of the day is Connor Bergstrom. Well done to him.
Great drive.
And there we go, Carl. You more than welcome to enjoy that little dance on the podium, the first place podium finish there. Congratulations to him for winning the feature race.
He did very well. Yeah, he did very well not to get any penalties there.
Yeah, definitely.
Consistency is key around here.
Definitely.
As we go down the order, we see Carl, Jordan, Elliot, Connor in P4, Kevin in P5 after picking up those time penalties. P6 is Nikolaj Anderson, Joe in 7th, Harvey Cummings in 8th, Ofik Albi getting a P9 points finish there, so well done to him. Andrew Sandberg in 10th, Alexander Kim in 11th, 12th is Mandich, 13th Rabbi, 14th is Sharon. I do believe he DNF'd as I remember. No, he didn't actually.
No, he didn't.
Reese Russell and Garachich also DNFing. So let's see how well they do in the sprint race now. The order will be reversed, so from first place will be 8th, 7th place will be 2nd, 6th place will be 3rd, 4th place will be 5th, 5th place will be 4th, 6th place will be 3rd, 7th place will be 2nd, and 8th place will be 1st. So it's going to be an exciting sprint race. Will Jordan come back from P8 to take?
It's going to be very difficult for him to come back. Tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. As we go into our 9th sprint race here, so it'll definitely be cooler temperatures for the tires here. No mandatory pit stop here, guys. It'll just be, I think, a 10-lap sprint race. So hold your horses here, folks. It's about to get interesting in the sprint race now. Just wait for the drivers to ready up here now. It seems like it is the formation lap first. As you can see, Harvey Cummings in P1 now.
Kevin's probably sitting in one of the best spots especially being one of the quickest drivers.
Yeah, definitely. He's just gonna have to make his way up the pack there quite cleanly, and Carl and Jordan have the likes of Elliot and Connor to obviously get past. They're not easy drivers to get past there, so
Definitely not.
it's 8-lap sprint race, folks, so it's gonna be a short one here. Lots that can happen in the sprint race, though. Reese Russell was disqualified from the session along with Mandich over there. That's very unfortunate for them. They're going to be starting on colder tires now.
Cold tires, yeah. We did start on cold tires yesterday actually, because someone took longer time to load up.
Yeah, definitely. We saw
Tires were on the blue side, so yeah, it's like driving on ice basically.
as we see Joe here is pushing Harvey Cummings as much as he can. Probably a tactic from Joe over here just to scare Harvey a little bit. We did ask the drivers just to respect the formation lap, not to overtake each other, so you see them line up now. It's a beautiful circuit in the dark, I must say.
Yeah.
Looks great in the dark. Yeah.
Let us go on board with
It looks good in the wet as well.
the last drivers line up now for the grid. We go on board with Nikolaj Anderson sitting in P3, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are off here, folks, for the sprint race in Monaco GP. Harvey Cummings gets a great getaway from Joe there, covering him out for that first corner. Clean exit there. It seems like a little pile-up at the back there. Seems like most of the people got away quite cleanly there. Everyone's still on the pack. Reese Russell getting a 2-second time penalty for collision with Rabbi over there. Harvey Cummings still sitting in P3 there. Kevin in P4 as well. Seems like my leaderboard is going well, but Harvey Cummings is being followed.
Mine too.
Yeah, definitely. As Harvey Cummings is still on the tail of Joe there. Nikolaj Anderson with the last podium position now as they slowly make their way through that very tight hairpin there. Very great racing from the guys there. A little switch up at the bottom of the grid, so to speak, so far. We go down this tunnel over here, and it seems like Harvey's doing quite well to defend against Joe there, so fantastic racing here so far. Going down the order, it seems like Ofik Albi has gone past most of the pack there, making his way up into 6th place there, having to defend against the leading championship over there. Ooh, a little push there, and he squeezes him into the wall there, unfortunately for Ofik there, getting the worst from that accident there. Unfortunately for him, making him go down the order. Peter Marr going up into P12 now, I think. Quite close racing.
Like Elliot. Yeah, definitely. It's like Elliot Reed had an awful start going from P6 to P14.
They lost 7 positions.
It definitely is. There's a fight here between some of these guys here now. Oh, is it a little spin out at the back there? Seems like... Who was that? It was Connor. It went down the order there now. Kevin Shutter retired from the session there. Seems like he was one of the drivers who were in that accident there. As Jordan totally spins out. That's definitely going to hurt him. And it seems like Carl is up into 4th now, hunting down Joe, sitting in P3 now. Very exciting sprint race so far from the guys. A little bit of everyone trying to squeeze their way up the pack, obviously getting the worst of it. See Nikolaj Anderson getting a 2-second time penalty. It seems like Nikolaj Anderson is up into P1, folks. How did we miss this? Harvey Cummings going down the order now, getting hunted by Joe and Carl now. Harvey Cummings had a great start, but now falling back down the order here in the sprint race. The 3rd lap has started. It seems like there's another car on the side of the road as Carl gets the fastest lap of a 1:22.407. Peter Maher retiring from the session. Very crazy and chaotic first few laps here in the sprint race with 4 DNFs so far. Ooh, it seems like a lot of yellow flags in Sector 1 there. Seems like the likes of Gracicic over there, but I think that is his AI, if I'm not mistaken. We're on board with Harvey Cummings now with this little three-way battle between Joe and Carl here. Alexander following in 5th with Andrew Sandberg, with both the HWA Race Lab cars up into the points position here. So let's stay on board with the two of these guys over here now. Trying to make
that bandage. Bandage is good.
Did Bandage spin it? It seems like he has lost it going down the order. But we're still on board with these three. Very exciting battle for for the last podium. Well, not for the last podium positions. Nicolaj Anderson gets the fastest lap there with a 1:22.113. Ooh, does Joe make it go down the inside there, pushing it really wide, but now he loses the position after trying to make that move, bumping up Carl into the last podium position. Better racing yet from the guys. There's only Nicolaj Anderson with a time penalty so far as Carl makes a move. Past Harvey there, but Harvey drops down the order, unfortunately. Does he have wing damage there? No. So very clean racing here from the front three guys so far, making their way up the pack. Carl doing a fantastic job so far, winning the feature race, and now up into P2 in the sprint race. He's now hunting down Nicolaj Anderson, and there's 4 laps to go.
He might be able to get him if he can get within 2 seconds of him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's a penalty.
Carl just needs to keep it clean here, guys. Very exciting racing from these guys so far. So what are your thoughts on the sprint race so far?
Carl's definitely looking strong.
Yeah.
It seems like he set the fastest second sector now.
Yeah, he's flying.
Yeah, he made up 6 positions from the start, so
yeah,
I think he's looking good.
Joe following in 3rd place, trying to keep up to him as much as he can, but Joe is falling back from Carl, so to speak. Harvey Cummings doing quite well to keep his P4 at the moment. He started in P1.
Yeah, Carl is flying right now. He's closing the gap rapidly.
Yeah, he's really closing the gap quite quickly.
Definitely, Nicholas.
I think he's like maybe 3 times faster.
Yeah.
Maybe 4, I think.
On board with Nicolaj Anderson coming around these slow, tricky corners here, coming up to the bridge now, sitting in P1. He currently needs to hold a 2-second gap to Carl.
God, look at the gap. It's shrinking.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Carl is one of...
If I can keep this up, I think, yeah, he will catch him.
Definitely wrong. As there's a little battle here between Harvey Cummings, Alexander Keb, Andrew Sandberg, and it's just a train of cars, to be honest with you. Oh! Is Andrew Sandberg bins it into the barrier there, dropping him down the order. HWA Race Lab guys not doing very well as someone sends it on Harvey there. Alexander sends it on Harvey there. Does he pull a Charles Leclerc there? No, he doesn't. We see Connor go around the outside there.
If I was Carl, I think I would have. Okay, when I catch Nikolai, if I was Carl, I think I would stay behind him.
We catch
not just the overtake.
Let's just catch Elliot Reed making a move on Mandich there, making his way up into P9 now. So we're on board with Alexander Kim and Jordan Tolmay, both all in a 3-way battle here. As Jordan Tolmay pushes his way through the pack there. Very exciting overtake over there now. That invites the rest of the guys at the back. There's Connor pushes his way through Alexander Kim now. It's quite a very intense battle here. As you can see, they go 5 people into the corner, and Andrew Sandberg goes around the outside there of Alexander Kim, pushing him out the way. Very
Crazy. They leave loads of space to each other. It looks like Jordan's going side by side with Harvey. Oh, they've hit.
Oh, they hit. But Jordan Tolmay makes the move stick though, getting past, pushing his way up into P4 now. Alexander Kidd with a 2-second time penalty. Guys, this is... Oh, and he goes into the wall there, Jordan. Losing his front wing, locking up into that corner now.
Gap in front is 2.6 seconds.
Oh, he's definitely catching the gap up to Nikolaj Anderson, who has a 2-second time penalty. He's got 4 seconds now.
He's got another one, yeah. That might invite Joe along.
Yeah.
If Joe can get within 4 seconds.
He is making his way up the pack there.
Connor gets past Harvey.
Quite a lot of action happening here in the sprint race, guys, as they've gone through their second last lap now. Connor in P5, Jordan in P4, Joe sitting in provisional P2, while Carl is sitting in provisional P1 with Nikolaj Anderson's penalties.
Past Andre.
There we go. There's still a battle between these guys here.
They're leaving each other loads of room.
Definitely very clean driving from these guys here. But, oh, the Harvey goes into the wall there, unfortunately.
Oh, and Andre goes into the wall as well.
Oh, it seems like...
Carl is about to pass Nikolaj.
Oh, Carl has caught up to Nikolaj here. I think maybe Anderson has made a mistake there. Carl is right up against his wing here, but he just needs to keep it clean. But I think he wants to sort it out on track.
Oh, maybe it's 2 seconds.
Yeah, definitely as he goes into this corner here. And Carl just needs to make it clean, but I'm sure he wants to settle this out on track. Maybe give a little spectacle for the people watching the stream here.
Definitely.
But I wouldn't choose this track to make such a risky overtake.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially on the last lap.
Yeah.
But he's right up his gearbox here. It seems like he is lining him up somewhere on the track, though. Let's stay on board with these two front runners. Oh, almost hitting him there in that corner there.
Maybe try to scare him going into the chicane.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. If he doesn't get past here, I think he should stay behind him. Yeah, I think he will. Is he?
No. Seems like he's actually playing the sensible game here, just staying behind him.
Yeah.
Seems like he's playing the penalty card.
Yeah, exactly. But, well, fantastic driving from Carl today, getting both wins for both the races. He does have front wing damage, as I can see there. Yeah, he does. He's missing a front end plate.
Looks like Joe's caught up as well, so that's going to be provisional second for him.
Yeah, definitely. As they cross the line, and that's P1 for Carl, dropping down Nikolaj Anderson as Joe crosses the line, going into second as well. Fantastic drive from Joe in the sprint race, as we see Jordan Tolmay, Elliot Reed getting up into P5. What happened to Connor there?
He had an awful start as well.
Yeah, definitely, as Elliot crosses the line in P5, you know, and we see fireworks happening here in the Monaco Grand Prix, so to speak. As Mandich crosses the line in P8 for the final points position. Sharon Kachuk in P9, missing out on the points finish here. Andrei Sandberg in P10. Rabbi coming around the last few corners now.
Carl also gets the fastest lap.
Jeez, Carl was blitzing today, I won't lie. He was absolutely flying. As we're on board with Gracic now, going across the line. Harvey Cummings, unfortunately, from P1.
Down to P13.
Yeah, sadly for him, but still a fantastic drive. Put up a great fight against all those other guys in front, and he crosses the line for the last driver to cross the line.
At least he didn't give up, eh? Kept going.
Damn right. Credits for Harvey there, exactly, for not giving up them. So, fantastic drive from Carl, driver of the day there in the feature race. Sprint race, sorry. So, yeah. Do your little dance again, Carl. You deserve it. 2 wins in 2 races there. Fantastic.
2 wins, fastest lap, and driver of the day as well.
Fantastic.
He took them all, man.
Fantastic.
He definitely gets driver of the day for me as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, me too.
Should we get people in for interviews now?
Yes, I'll go and get the top 3 for the feature race, and I'll be back.
Cool, so we just run down the order here in the sprint race. We have Carl in first, second is Joe, Nikolaj Anderson in third, Jordan Tolmay making his way up to fourth, Elliot Reed in fifth, Connor Bergstrom in sixth, Alexander Kim in seventh, eighth is Bandage, ninth is Kachuk, 10th is Andrew Sandberg, Rabbi Melko, Harvich, Gratchich in 12th, Harvey Cummings in 13th, 14th is Peter Ma, 15th is Kevin DNFing, Ofek as well, and Reese Russell. Jordan Tolmay getting the fastest lap of the sprint race, which doesn't seem like it should be, but
No, it's Carl who got it.
yeah, seems like my thingy is a little
Me
bit,
too.
little
Yeah.
bit bugged there, but let's make our way into these interviews now.
That was interesting.
So we're gonna have to bring Carl in first. Elliot is a little bit annoyed with that last race.
No worries, let's bring Carl up into the box here, and I think we can get Joe in as well next. Hey Carl, welcome man, fantastic driving today man, where did you pull out that speed from?
Practice.
Oh, well, that's fantastic though, but you did such a great job. P1 in the feature race, P1 in the sprint race. How are you feeling after that?
Amazing. Very, very, very stoked about that race. I really enjoyed it. It was a bit of a ping pong fest at the start, but it mellowed out pretty nice.
Yeah, definitely. You were catching up to Jordan Tolmay quite impressively there, because everyone had their money on Jordan Tolmay, but I think after this race, they definitely want to put their money on you. Tell us about that pit stop strategy, though, because I believe you and Elliot were on the same strategy, though.
Yes, we talked a bit about doing the alternate strategy and maybe catching them clean air. And we did, so it worked pretty nice, but I clashed my front wing a bit at the start, so had to get a front wing change. So I actually don't think the strategy paid off very much.
No, definitely.
The overall pace was just there.
No, but definitely not. But somehow you managed to just blitz through the pack there, catching up to Jordan Tolmay in the last few laps there. Obviously, the time penalties brought him down there. Were you a bit worried at the beginning, though, that he was going to be quicker than you?
Yes, he's a very quick driver and very fast driver. So I was a bit scared to see him, and he nipped pole from me at the start. So I was like, okay, it's a P2 finish here.
No, but you did quite well to keep up with him. And tell us, in terms of track conditions, did you enjoy the night race? Like, tell us, what was the track like today?
It was very nice. I actually enjoyed the night race. I've never driven Monaco at night before, so it was very nice. You could see the driving line much better.
Believe so. Bailey and Anthony, do you have a few more questions for Carl there?
No, I got nothing.
No, me too.
Oh, well, fantastic driving there from you, Carl. Any last words for the viewers there?
I don't know. I'm just very glad I got a first place finish in both of the races.
Yeah, definitely. Are you excited?
Driver of the day as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's everyone on stream that's calling you out as the driver of the day, so that's fantastic there. Are you looking forward to USA and Kota?
I don't know. I actually have a bit of a hard time driving USA, but let's see.
Yeah, definitely.
Practice,
Well,
man.
exactly. If you
Practice is
practice,
key.
if you practice like you did today, you'll definitely make it easily. You know.
Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah. So thank you, Carl, so much, and we'll let you be to enjoy your podium finish. I mean, you're obviously your podium first. I'm getting tongue tied here. Cool. Enjoy, man.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Shall we get Joe up into the?
Yes, I can do it.
Welcome, Joe.
Hello.
So you got was it P2 in the sprint race?
Yeah.
Congratulations. How are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling good.
Tell us, how was the race though? Like, were there any troubles in terms of getting past the pack? Like, what was your tactics?
In the sprint race?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started pretty far up the grid, so it was not really a problem.
I see there was a little bit of a fighting going on behind you though. Did that worry you at all?
Not really. Just focusing on the guys in front of me.
Yeah, definitely. But you did a great drive. And in terms of track conditions, was there any worry in terms of coming into this F2 race?
Breaking my wing.
Is it? It is a difficult track to race in, but you did quite well. And congratulations on your podium finish in the sprint race. Yeah, do you guys?
My first podium in F2.
Yeah, congratulations, man. Are you quite confident that you can make it onto the F1 grid?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely. It would be quite interesting to see you in and amongst the F1 grid there. Have you guys any last questions for Joe?
No, I have nothing. Actually, yeah, I do. What did you think of when you saw the P1 had 4 seconds? Worth of
I
penalty?
was so happy. I was so happy.
Yeah.
Definitely.
After I saw he had 4 seconds, and the two guys were battling so hard, there was so much time.
Definitely. But Joe, fantastic drive today. Any last words for the viewers out there?
No, not really.
Okay, perfect. Well, we'll let you enjoy your podium finish in the sprint race, and thank you very much for joining the league.
Thank you for the interview.
Now, who is up next, shall we say?
I can bring either in Jordan or Nikolaj.
Let's do Jordan. Let's do Nikolaj first, and then Jordan.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Nikolaj. Congratulations on your podium finish in the sprint race. How are you feeling after that?
I'm, to be honest, disappointed.
How come? Let us know.
Because I got 2 penalties, dumb penalties. I was, stupid.
Yeah, definitely. We saw you pick up 4 seconds of penalties there. Was it in terms of the track conditions that you were struggling with, or what was it?
It was the tire wear. I used to, I have legit like 65. I ended 65 on the tire wears, something like that.
Ooh, that was quite
17.
That was quite massive, especially on an 8-lap race there.
Yeah,
so...
I think I used it in the feature race also.
Oh, that's probably why. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But you got P3 though, but you must be excited about that.
Yeah, as it's nice to finish on the podium, but I'm still disappointed of it.
Yeah, definitely.
My teammate also took a podium and the feature race.
How was it like when you saw Carl closing that gap very rapidly?
I knew Carl was gonna take me. I was just driving for the second place, and I lost it on the last turn or something, the second place. So but I would just have a funny fight with Carl. I know him in real life, so it would be fun to have a fight with him.
Oh, that's fantastic though, but you must be, at least it's a little boost of confidence going into the next F2 race. Are you excited about the USA Grand Prix? Oh, well, the F2 race?
Definitely more about the US. The Monaco was, front wing damage like 6 times or something.
Yeah, it's definitely not everyone's favorite track to be driving on.
But the US Grand Prix gonna be nice.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we look forward to seeing you again. And do you have any last words for the viewers out there?
No, I don't think so.
No, but you did a fantastic race anyways, and we'll let you enjoy your podium finish in the sprint race then.
Thanks.
No worries. Who do we have up next then?
That question always catches them off guard, man.
Very true, very true.
When he was that to me for the first time, I was like, what?
So, well, I believe Elliot and Jordan as well finished in the podium positions, though. Jordan and should we get Jordan up in here? Jordan.
Elliot says he's too annoyed to join.
Is it? Okay, cool. Jordan.
Hello.
Welcome, man. Congratulations on your podium finish in the feature race. We see a few time penalties there. So was it a struggle?
Yeah, a lot of pressure, to be honest, from Yeet.
I can imagine. He's been practicing really hard. He says he sees you as one of his main competitors for F2 at the moment. It seems like he'll be closing the gap to you now. Are you worried about that?
A little bit. A little bit. But yeah, he's pretty fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Good rival.
Definitely. And were you surprised with that night race from the sprint race there?
Yeah, I had a terrible race. I was bumping everyone, to be honest. Eesh, it was rough. But yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, well, you still did well anyways, and it is a very tricky track there. We saw you get mixed up with Kevin at some point. I think he should be you do this to me on your screen. What happened there?
Yeah. I had a little bit of more traction out of the corner, so I went for the move on the left-hand side, but it kind of closed up because the corner it comes in at an angle, so there wasn't much space, and we kind of just hit, and well, he grabbed my front wing, caused his car to be rattled, and then he hit the wall, losing his front wing.
Yes.
But I also got damaged. I mean, it kind of ruined the race for both of us, but he definitely came out worse.
Yeah, definitely. So, but yeah, you still did a fantastic drive anyways, getting a podium finish in the feature race, and I believe P4 in the sprint race. So congratulations to you. Do you have any last words for the viewers out there?
Monaco can go die in a hole.
It is a historic track, Monaco, unfortunately, but I know how you feel.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, Jordan, for joining in. We'll definitely see you in the next race then.
Cool. Yeah.
Cool. Cheers. So yeah,
cheers.
That wraps it up for us, I do believe. Or do we have one more interview?
No, that's everyone, man.
Cool. Perfect. Do you guys have any last words for the viewers out there?
Nothing from me.
Keep pushing.
That's wise words from Anthony there, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me in the commentary box. It is always a pleasure to have guests up here with me. Makes my life easier to bounce ideas off you guys, and you guys have been fantastic.
Yep.
Perfect. Well,
thank you.
Well, guys, that wraps up the fourth race of the Synergy F2 League. Very fantastic racing from the guys. A few mishaps. Probably the stewards do have their hands full, so to speak, now. But you know what? There's always another race to compete in, and a season isn't always... how do I say? A season isn't just made up of one race. There's a sequence of race to make up lots of points. But well done to the F2 guys. A great showing from everyone. 17 drivers on the grid. Fantastic showing. And thank you guys so much for joining in on this stream. We will catch you guys next time, which will be next week in USA. It's going to be very exciting. I don't think there's usually an F2 race there. I wonder how they will manage that first sector there. But yeah, fantastic racing, guys. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll catch you next time.